The Deakin Melbourne Boomers are on the road, but they're home away from home. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geelong Arena for a round 14 clash between the Deakin Melbourne Boomers and the Adelaide Lightning. Thank you for joining Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman right next to me. How are we tonight, Craig?
I'm great, thanks, Steve. Excited to be here for this great game. This arena really gets rocking when it's packed out, so can't wait to see it in action tonight.
Well, we've certainly seen some action already, and a thrilling introduction from the Deakin Melbourne Boomers as they took to the court, as you saw on your screens. Let's take a look at the round thus far in round 14 of the WNBL. In case you missed it, Townsville 93 knocked over the University of Canberra Capitals 60 last night. Craig, some key plays in that one.
Susie Bakovic was huge, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Get used to seeing that from her and forget how good she really can be. Despite the best efforts of Lauren Mansfield with 16 points and Michaela Ruth had 13 points and 12 rebounds, the UC Capitals just really couldn't get it going at all last night.
Yeah, that game didn't do too much to the ladder from before the start of round 14. Dandenong still on top, 11-4. Bendigo 10-5, as is the Sydney Uni Flames. The Perth Lynx round out the top four as it is for now at 9-6. Townsville 10-7. The Capitals are 7-8. And the two teams that are taking on tonight at the Geelong Arena, Melbourne 4-11, Adelaide yet to register 0-15. Let's take a look at the last time these two teams met. It was in Adelaide. Adelaide 61, defeated by Melbourne 66. Some key plays in that game.
Alice Kunik was huge, as she's been every game against Adelaide so far. She had 17 points, 6 boards and 5 assists. And Adelaide really struggled to match up with her on the wing.
Certainly did. They also took to the court in round 1 at the State Basketball Centre. Melbourne 75, knocking over the Lightning again 69.
And Kunik again with 21 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists and 2 steals. Garrick also put up 16 points, so that wing defence for Adelaide looking like a key tonight. If they can't get stops on the two Melbourne Boomers stars, then could be in for another long one.
We look at some key players, but first of all, Taylor Roberts. It's her first season with the Lightning, but last season on their opposite number.
Yeah, going up against her old team, the Boomers. She's looked like it doesn't faze her too much in the first few games, but she knows a lot of the girls, a lot of the same players that she's played with for so long. She's going up against them now. Yeah,
there's also a little bit of a Geelong connection as well for Roberts. Played in their Siebel team, the Supercats, in 2015. Let's take a look at some of the key Melbourne Boomers players. Alice Kunik, you mentioned she shouldered the load in the first couple of games against the Lightning. She'll be doing the same tonight.
Oh yeah, she's always shouldering a big load this year. The captain's been courageous. You know, she always puts her body on the line. She really works as hard as she can every game, never taking a possession off.
Britt Smart, back-to-back WNBL Team of the Weeks in round 12 and 13. She gets the start tonight, and she'll be looking to do the exact same thing.
The Melbourne Boomers really have a luxury with two of the best point guards in the league, both on their roster. They share the court a lot, but Britt Smart and Beck Cole, that's a real big strength.
And finally, Maddie Garrick hasn't had the season that she probably would have hoped to date, but she's certainly finding a little bit of form as of late.
Yeah, we know how good Maddie Garrick can be, and she's ready to go off any game. You really can't take it easy.
As we're about half a minute away from tip-off here, we'll take a look at some of the Lightning players. Colleen Planetta knows Victoria very well, having played in the Big V for the last 3 years. She's going to be a key without Laura Hodges.
Yeah, she's definitely the number one option down low. And Taylor Roberts also a big one here. The Boomers struggle with size, so if them two can get it going early, it could look good for Adelaide.
And just finally, that one key player feeding those two down low, the point guard Samantha Logic. The import point guard has had to stand up in the absence of Hodges. Some of those games that she's had over the last couple of weeks, 17 points, 7 rebounds and 4 assists, 17 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Certainly looking for a similar stat line for her. As we take a look at the starting lineups tonight for the Boomers, Craig.
Starting with for the Boomers, we'll have Smart, Garrick, Kunek, Thompson and Cunningham. Very small lineup there.
Certainly has always been this season, and for the Lightning, Logic, Planetta, Hunter, Ellsworthy and Roberts. As you can see on your screens now, the Boomers are out on court. The Lightning are huddling just to the left of screen, and they will be taking to the court very soon. Are we keen to say a prediction in the best game 3 of 4 between these two teams this season?
Boomers by 11, home away from home, build a new fortress.
Certainly have a nice crowd out in the bottom stand at this stage. I'm sure they are still out in the foyer region. I think about the same. I think Boomers by double digits. As we are set to get underway here, Thompson and Planetta to take the tip. Planetta Just taps that one to Cunningham, and the Boomers will have the first possession. Thompson. Just working it around the Boomers. Garrick looking to find her shot early. Wayward pass. Not a great first possession for the Boomers on that occasion.
Yeah, not great there. Getting in the air without having anywhere to go there, Maddie. But it will be really interesting to see how these two styles go against each other. The Boomers starting super small, Liv Thompson at centre, Tegan at the 4 and Alice Koenig at the 3. If Adelaide can get it going inside, it could force the Boomers out of their scheme.
Certainly will. Planetta for 3, she's well known for that. No good. Koenig the rebound, and she's away. Transition basketball, one of the strengths to the Boomers. Not on that occasion though. Roberts the rebound. Lightning find something through Ellsworthy. Nice layup there. First points to the Lightning tonight.
Those two possessions there could show how the game going. The Boomers, with this small lineup, anyone who grabs the board is able to push the ball, and a bucket inside for the Lightning there.
You can see Planetta just matching up on Tegan Cunningham. Very well known, both of them. Waverley Falcons, Hume City Broncos, Victoria's State League over the last number of years. As we mentioned with Planetta, pre-game, back-to-back Big V MVPs in the State Championship Women.
And Tegan Cunningham had a fair season this year for Waverley as well. Both of them probably two of the best big females in the league, you'd say.
Certainly, all-star 5 for Tegan Cunningham. Kunek, that's a long 2. Logic, let's see what she can do on her first trip down the floor. Nice find to Ellsworthy. May have stepped out of bounds there. Malloy certainly asking for it down the other end. Roberts, nice post move. Just a bit too long. Gets the second opportunity. Rolls it in. Nice start to Roberts.
Liv Thompson looking a little small down there. They're going to need some help.
Garrick, once she gets her shot in, she's locked in. It could be there. Just a bit short. Kunek, offensive rebound, ran into her own teammate in Cunningham. Liv Thompson tries to clean up the mess, no good. It's a bit of a scramble. Cunningham keeps it alive. He's smart on the reset. 10 on the shot clock. Double teamed. Had Liv Thompson rolling, finds her. Fade away, and the bucket. There's a foul.
Great work from the Boomers there, resetting, and Britt Smart just making the right play, drawing the 2, finding a rolling Liv Thompson.
She's a really big confidence player too, isn't she, Liv Thompson? Gets herself going early, and she could be very good as this game progresses.
She's been a bit down this year, but confidence shown her by the coach to start her, and if she gets rolling early, then she's a lot better setting those screens and rolling hard towards the basket.
Makes the 3-point play. The Boomers are on the board. Here's Ellsworthy. Roberts down low again. Had position. Didn't find her. Logic.
Liv working really hard to try and front the post there. Doesn't want the entry pass to come in.
Nice back cut by Logic. Finds Planetta. Couldn't get it to go. Ellsworthy a bit short. But they're going to retain possession. No, they're not. It's called the Boomers ball.
Some great passing on that play from Adelaide there. Just couldn't get it finished inside, but really nice play.
Early proceedings. Both teams not perfect with the ball, but certainly doing enough at this stage. There's a hold down low. It's going to go against Hunter, as she held Maddie Garrick on a down screen. Baseline ball, Smart to inbound. There's a lot of contact going on early on. Cunningham misses a short corner jumper. Logic, 4-on-2 fast break. Who can she find? Oh, loses the handle a little bit. Garrick picks up the steal. 2-on-1 fast break the other way. That's a travel possibly to Kunek. Doesn't get called. She gets the 2. Home court advantage, some may say. Smart, tenacious on defense. Couldn't benefit from it though. Logic. Penetration into the key. That's a nice shot.
Boomers overloading on the strong side there, trying to help in the post, which opened up the swing pass, and Adelaide were able to just find the open seam.
think you're going to see a lot of that from Sammy Logic. Certainly a nice drive and dish point guard. Garrick open for three. Cash. Might see a bit of that too tonight. She gets her eye in early. There's Logic again. Planetta finds Roberts. Nice post. And there's a foul on Garrick and the Lightning with an and one opportunity.
Taylor Roberts could be enjoying this matchup against her old team.
She certainly would. Thompson, just a little bit of a liability early on the defensive end. Trying to make up for it on the offensive end. Sorry, Craig.
Through no fault of her own, really. She's undersized and working as hard as she can, but of course with Shantae Black departing the team a few weeks ago, the Boomers even smaller after losing Elise Penaluna in the preseason.
That's right. As Taylor Roberts makes that free throw, Rebecca Cole checked in for Brittany Smart for the Boomers. That's a 1 point lead to the Lightning. Cole. What can she find? She finds Kunek. There's a foul on the floor. Second foul to Jordan Hunter. And you'll see Annalie Maley first off the bench for the Adelaide Lightning. Certainly an interesting mid-season signing by the Lightning.
Great story, Annalie Maley. Didn't play basketball for 18 months. Came back, played for her school and absolutely dominated the Australian School Championships. And averaged about 20 rebounds a game, 20 points a game. Could do everything out there and got a mid-season pick-up by the Lightning and really finding her own on the glass with the Lightning. She's not the biggest player out there, but she goes and gets that ball.
Winning the schools championships with Box Hill Senior Secondary College. Kunek, she'll head to the line after a nice baseline drive there. That fouls on Maley.
Maley's always been one of the most talented players of her age coming through the Victorian junior system, and just gave up basketball for a little bit, but now she's back and saying she's loving it more than ever.
Certainly great to hear players coming back, falling back in love with the game. As Kunek connects on her first free throw. Makes the pair. Bit of full court press action by the Boomers here. Ellsworthy finds Logic. Nice drive. Logic for two. She puts the Lightning back up early in this contest. Thompson, low post. Nice find, came off hands. The Boomers will keep possession. The Lightning already in the penalty. There's Garrick. The lead's chopping and changing a little bit here in this first quarter. Boomers lead 12-11. High pick and roll, Logic and Roberts. Finds Roberts. Roberts to Ellsworthy, nice floater. Up and down action.
Going small is forcing the Boomers to help a lot, which is opening up a lot of open looks for Adelaide.
You're not wrong, Taylor Roberts, the benefactor. Back cut from Cole, couldn't keep it in though. It's another turnover from the Boomers. There's a timeout being called. 4:43 left in this first quarter. It's the Lightning who lead by one. Some good early signs from both sides here, Craig. But certainly things to work on as well.
Taylor Roberts leading Adelaide at scoring with 5. And Planetta yet to get going. If Planetta gets going and Roberts can keep eating inside, could see some big worries for the Melbourne Boomers.
Yeah, certainly 5 points and 2 rebounds for Taylor Roberts. She's enjoyed this opening period. Maddie Garrick also up to 5 points. A rebound, an assist and a steal. If you're checking the stat sheet. If you've just tuned in, you're wondering where we are. It looks a bit different than the State Basketball Centre the Deakin Melbourne Boomers home away from home. The Geelong Arena. Very welcome to be here. And the Boomers are hoping to make this a yearly fixture.
Yeah, it should be great. Everyone down in Geelong loves their basketball, and this is a great stadium, and why not get out and get to some different regions?
Certainly is. Victorian basketball always at its peak. The Deakin Melbourne Boomers just taking advantage of that. As you can see, we're about to get underway. The Boomers keeping that full court pressure, nearly forced a turnover.
The downside of going small is the rim protection, but going small enables you to get out and trap and really switch a lot too. So you've got to take those weaknesses, but try to use the strengths that come with going small as well.
Certainly trying to use those strengths of speed to create turnovers. Nearly happened there on that occasion. Ellsworthy in a little bit of trouble. 10 on the shot clock with Logic, double teamed. Who can she find? Maley. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. She finds Ellsworthy in the corner, long two. Shot clock expiring, no good. Garrick the other way. 3-on-2, fast break. Cole. Back out to Garrick, they'll reset. Keane. Pick and roll with Kunek. She's doubled. In a little bit of trouble too. Nearly forced the turn over the Lightning. Cole takes it, jump shot. In and out. Keane, nice. On the offensive glass. Giving that extra possession for the Boomers. Cole looking for a shot. Opts to pass. Kunek long two. That's good. They made hard work of it then.
Great hustle from Tegan Cunningham and Keane there on the boards, keeping that alive. Tegan flying in first to get the ball up and Keane diving on the floor to save it.
Nice screen set from Ellsworthy, but then couldn't get the ball. Cole working hard. There's a layup opportunity. And that could quite possibly be the first time either team have scored back-to-back buckets.
Great work from Beck Cole. Point guard play is a strength of the Boomers on both ends of the floor.
Lightning go one end to the other very quickly. Roberts on the inside again. She's up to 7.
Very entertaining game early, up and down action.
Certainly is. Fair play to all members on the court. Keane at the top of the paint. That's a long two.
That's what she can do for a team. Stretches the floor.
Certainly can. Kalisha Keane replaced Shantae Black midway through the season. Ellsworthy no good. Maley offensive glass. We spoke about that hustle on the offensive rebounding, and Taylor Roberts puts it back in. Tell you what, both teams not too bad on the offensive glass, creating second chance points and cashing in from it.
Yeah, both teams working hard. A lot of that could be both teams not boxing out very well on the defensive end as well.
Garrick, that's long. Logic, she's away. What does she do here? Does she pull up? No, she goes straight into the paint. It's picked up a foul on Kalisha Keane. 2 1/4 left in this first term as we see some substitutions come into the game. Ellsworthy, Garrick and Cunningham check out for the respective sides. Thompson and Smart back in. The first time we'll see Evanage. Maley, nice cut off the inbounds. Too easy. Too easy for the Lightning. Offense a little stagnant at this stage for the Boomers. Running through their sets. Here's Keane at the elbow.
Really, the Boomers got the best shots and they've just gone to a pick and roll and tried to find the open man rather than running through their sets.
They certainly have. Planetta sticks her hand out, picks a pass off, tries to go the length of the floor. That turnaround jump shot is long. Roberts again. And it's another 2 points off an offensive rebound.
Taylor Roberts just reaching over the top and ripping that ball out of Britt Smart's hands.
It's their 5th offensive rebound of the game, and 3 of them have gone to Roberts. Another poor pass by the Boomers, just struggling a little bit on the offensive end.
Especially on that backdoor cut. They're trying to force a pass that just isn't there yet. Got to get through their action first.
Maley running a little bit of point guard. Finds Roberts. Corner's wide open. That's Naj for 3. Yes.
Once again, Boomers overloading the weak side. It opens up.
The Lightning have opened up a 6-point lead as we enter the final minute of the first term. Nice find from Keane to Cole. There's a late whistle, and it'll be 2 shots to Rebecca Cole.
I cringe every time I see Beck Cole hit the floor.
Well, that's right. She's had a history of injuries, major knee injuries. And it's very good to see her back on the court, fit and firing.
One of the best players in the WNBL when she's up and about. And one of the things that encapsulates Coley is her first game back in 18 months. The first time she touched the floor, she went flying in for an offensive rebound and hit the deck and just got straight back up and ran down the floor. Absolutely
no hesitation from Rebecca Cole. It's what makes her one of the best players in the league. Chelsea Brooke checking into the game for the Lightning. Monique Conti is at the scorer's bench, waiting to check in for Rebecca Cole. She makes both. Now you see the left-hand side of your screen just making her way off the court.
I can quite confidently say the Boomers definitely have the smallest team in the league.
You wouldn't even need to check facts, and you'd still be correct there. Logic, Planeta. Maley, 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll action. Forces the switch. Loses the handle on it, though. The jump ball's being called. The Lightning will retain possession. There's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock, though.
Great hustle shown early by Keane.
Certainly understood that Maley's not the point guard. There's a little bit too much dribbling happening on that occasion. Naj, 1 on the shot clock. There's Brooke, short, and that did not touch the rim, so Planeta's bucket will not count. There's 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Should hold this ball and run the clock down to the last few seconds.
Conti. Her first touch of this game. And didn't she have a wonderful 2016?
You'd say she's just about one of the most successful basketball athletes in Victoria. Her or Ezzy Magagor.
Correct, as we count down to the end of the first quarter. 2 on the shot clock. Smart, probably a foul, but gets away with it. And that will be quarter time. The Adelaide Lightning take a 4-point lead into the first break. It's the Adelaide Lightning 24, the Deakin Melbourne Boomers 20, and a complete reversal of the last time these guys met, because Melbourne went to Adelaide and really brought the hustle in the first quarter, kept Adelaide to single digits in that first term at Adelaide's home venue. I think Adelaide have come much more prepared this time around.
At the same time, this game has basically been written to a script. The Boomers scoring by getting out in the fast break and really running hard on offense, and Adelaide scoring inside and really taking advantage of the help.
You're not wrong. Speaking of inside, Taylor Roberts had herself a first quarter, 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting. She's also collected 4 rebounds, an assist and a steal, and she's certainly looking the best so far.
She's only missed 1 shot, but it's easy to make shots when you're half a foot taller than most of the people defending you and you're right under the basket.
And in terms of the Boomers' offensive things, we spoke about it in that first quarter, but just the scramble pick and rolls working a lot better than the structured offense.
Yeah, their general offense that they run is very pretty, but it's taking a little long to get through it, and they've forced a couple of shots. When they've just pulled the ball out and run a simple pick and roll with the point guard and the centre, they've really found some good looks.
Quarter time is here, as you can see on the court. Dexter the Dragon, that is the Deakin mascot. Hopefully we're welcoming many Geelong waterfront students, as Deakin have a campus down here. Obviously many Burwood students come to the State Basketball Centre games, but this is much more easier to get to in terms of venue and availability for the Deakin waterfront students. So we welcome them as the Lightning take a 4-point lead. Not the best of starts for the home side, but certainly 3 quarters to go as we're about to get proceedings back underway. There's Guy Malloy speaking to his squad. What do you think he's saying in there? Offense or defense?
I think it's all going to be about defense. We both know Guy Malloy.
It certainly will be, because the defense leads to the offense. The defense just isn't working at this stage, allowing too many easy points inside, and And then those second chance points, the offensive rebounds. 5 offensive rebounds. They've got 10 total rebounds for the game, the Lightning. But certainly the 5 offensive ones are way more important.
I think what Guy will be saying is he knows they're undersized. They both know they're undersized. You have to do the work early. You can't let that ball get inside.
And every single player on the court has to work hard from 1 to 5, not just the 4 and 5. Everyone box out, create the opportunity for the Boomers to get out and run. We mentioned Roberts with 11 points. Kunek is the team's highest scorer for the Boomers on 6 points. She has 2 rebounds to accompany that. Monique Conti gets us underway for the second period. Cunningham. Bit of pressure applied too. Smart. Here's Garrick. Thompson applies the pick. Smart, short corner, pumps. Nice find to Thompson. That's very easy. Much better out of the quarter time break by the Deakin Melbourne Boomers.
Melbourne giving Adelaide a bit of taste of their own medicine there. Adelaide sending the help early and the Boomers swinging the ball to find the open man.
Planetta inside. Kicks out. Logic. Back inside to Planetta. It's a nice matchup between Cunningham and Planetta. They'll be going at it all night.
It's going to be great to see. Planetta hasn't got it going yet, and Tegan doing a really good job on defence.
Well, that's right. Planetta, the highest average scorer on the Adelaide Lightning, minus Laura Hodges. She's out with injury. This is her 6th game missed for the season with a hamstring. As Conti throws it off Logic's leg. Planetta didn't seem to think so. But the Boomers will retain possession, as you can see, with 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
It's great to see both 17-year-old players, one in Adelaide, one on the Melbourne Boomers, getting playing time in the WNBL. It's a big thing, not just to be development players, but both playing integral parts on their teams.
Certainly right, as Maddie Garrick travels before making a bank shot, so that won't count. The Boomers have a nice young side, always sharing the sugar, as we see Monique Conti on the court. We've also got Rebecca Ott, Casey Burton on the bench, continuing to develop their careers. Planetta pumps. That's a nice shot from the elbow.
Even players like Maddie Garrick and Liv Thompson, Beck Cole, far from complete.
Liv Thompson, obviously from South Australia. She played there in the off-season in the Premier League. She also won the Halls Medal in 2016, the MVP of that Premier League. As the Boomers connect on that possession, and she'll relish playing against her hometown. Here's Planetta. Nice move inside, bit long. Forces the offensive rebound though. Through Hunter. There's Logic. That's also long.
Nice defensive possession from the Boomers there. Tegan got beaten a little bit on that move, but she hustled and still got a hand up and forced a tough miss, and then Monique Conti closed down on the 3 and forced a bad shot from Logic.
4 seconds left on the shot clock here. Logic for 3. My apologies, long 2. It was a tough shot nonetheless.
Can't do much more there. Conti ran out to her, had a hand up. Just a better shot.
Thompson gets fouled down the other end, nearly goes in, but just bounces the wrong side. And she'll head to the line for 2. As we see Ellsworthy check back in for Hunter. We mentioned in the first quarter, Olivia Thompson, quite the confidence player. She's got herself back to the line on this occasion. Split a pair. Certainly be good for her. Great defense there by Monique Conti, picking the right way from Logic.
Great work there, and great to see the Boomers teammates getting over to her, congratulating her, helping her up straight away.
Certainly create an extra possession for the Boomers. That'll lift her confidence as well.
Can't play defense any better than that. Shatter her up the court and then pick the right way.
Guy Malloy up and about, definitely impressed with that. Nice catch by Thompson on the inside, no good though.
Liv looking lively early, and this is great. This often translates to her defense. She gets a little more springy. One of the best athletes I've seen, actually, and seen her working out in the gym, and she can really get up.
That was on full display there, just plucking the ball out of the air with one hand. Planetta loves the arc. Nice find though into Roberts. There it is again, inside that charge circle. Over the top. Bread and butter stuff by Taylor Roberts. Smart out to Garrick. She'll love this for three. In and out.
Bad luck. Can't ask for much of a better shot there. Wide open, Maddie Garrick from the corner.
Ellsworthy. Now it's Naj's turn from the corner. And she connects. 6-point swing. Garrick, no. Naj, yes. Forces the timeout from Guy Malloy. And we have an 8-point ball game. The Lightning up and about.
It's one of the biggest cliches out there, but sometimes it's a make-or-miss league.
Oh, it certainly was, and it's on full display right there as we have a Live Sport Australia timeout on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. Chris Lucas, head coach of the Adelaide Lightning, in the huddle there, planning to do the exact same thing that he did with the Townsville Fire. Build that program from the ground up. Ended up with 4 straight grand final appearances, back-to-back championships.
They haven't had much success this season so far, but that's a nice young list, and it always develops from the ground up.
And if you've got that resume, coming back home to South Australia, they'll be hoping for good things, the Adelaide Lightning. Obviously coming under the men's program as well, under the Adelaide 36ers. Certainly good for South Australian basketball.
And often the first thing to change, before the results, before anything else, you change the culture. And then the rest follows that.
That's exactly what Lucas is starting with. His first season in charge of the Lightning. He has a lot of local players, all from the South Australian Premier League. Jess Good, Sarah Ellsworthy, Eva Naj, Shannon McKay, Chelsea Brook. All playing in the Premier League over the off-season. Taylor Roberts up to 13 points, 6 of 7. Certainly a player to watch. As Britt Smart and the Boomers get us back underway. Just under 7 minutes left in this first half. Pick and roll with Smart and Thompson. Wide open in the key was Thompson. Couldn't find her. Kunek, the swing pass. Three-pointer is good.
Boomers seem to be simplifying their offense here. That was just multiple pick and rolls, swing the ball to the weak side.
It was a nice set out of the timeout by Malloy. Roberts was wide open again, but tip pass, didn't find her. Smart, no call. Kunek, the offensive rebound, and she'll start again. Keane and Thompson with the picks. Finds Smart wide open from the three-point line. That's in and out as well. Just can't get it going.
Boomers getting some looks here, though. If they keep getting these, they'll be happy the rest of the game.
Naj, Maley in the corner. We've already seen Naj hit a pair of triples.
From the same left corner. Seems like she likes it there. She's camped there again.
Planetta. She likes the three-point line too. No good on that occasion. Taylor Roberts. Where else is she? Under the rim. Offensive rebound, 2 points.
That work's got to be done early to box out there. It's too late when the ball's already gone up. Roberts was in perfect position and under the basket and waiting for that ball to drop into her lap.
First half, we could be on a broken record here. As Smart finds her way under the rim for a nice 2. We've got a 5-point ball game.
She looks slight smart, but you won't find many point guards stronger than her in the league.
Maley making her way into the paint. Tough shot, unable to drop. This is where the Boomers will try and get a run together to get themselves back into this ball game.
Alice Kunek, guarded by the young Annalie Maley, could look to see her try to take advantage of the inexperience here.
It'll be certainly great experience for Maley too on the defensive end. Smart in a bit of trouble, may have gotten away with the travel, gets blocked and retains possession. There's only 2 seconds left on the shot clock as Jess Bygate and Rebecca Cole check in for the Boomers. Jordan Hunter checking back in for the Lightning. Cole Kunek, catch and shoot. Long. It's been an interesting contest thus far at the Geelong Arena. The Deakin Melbourne Boomers trail the Adelaide Lightning by 5 points.
Jess Bygate now given the task of matching up down low, and she's shown before she started at centre for a couple of games, and she can really work hard and bangs down low with players much bigger than herself.
Hunter for 3 is short. You're not wrong there. Malloy's just looked at his bench and gone, I need someone to shut down Taylor Roberts. The team should know her very well. She's just proving to be just a little bit better at this stage. Garrick for 3. Long again.
Another good look from Maddie. Just got to keep shooting them. They're going to drop eventually.
It's what shooters do. Keep shooting the ball. You'll find your rhythm. Ellsworthy.
Malloy had 2 options really when she was looking to match up better with Taylor Roberts. It was either going to be Bygate or Kelly Bowen, also on the bench.
Garrick nearly picked up that rebound on the floor. Regains her feet. We're down the other end. Keane. Hand off to Kyle. It was nice. May have gotten away with a hand check. Bygate with the hook. No good. Here's Hunter. Nice pass to Ellsworthy. Lightning trying to spread the floor. Maley trying to find Roberts again. Can't do it on that occasion. Ellsworthy. Open paint. That drops. Wide open keyway for the Adelaide Lightning. That's a 7-point lead. Planetta matched up on Bygate on the defensive end. What can Kunek conjure up? 3, blocked by Planetta at the arc. Rebounded by Bygate, works her way in. No good.
Great defense from Planetta.
Well, it wasn't just a block shot out of the arc. She also hustled back into the key and gained a defensive rebound.
She hasn't really gotten going offensively, but it's great to see. We saw a nice drive and finish inside there. Great to see Planetta working hard on the defensive end. It would be very easy for her to think that she needs to get it done on offense, especially this week, with the added responsibility, but working hard on both ends.
As you mentioned, Ellsworthy, a nice drive. She's found herself into the paint on a couple of occasions. There's a timeout with the Lightning leading by 9 points. We have 2 minutes left in this opening half with a Live Sport Australia timeout. And I'll tell you what, the 0-15 Adelaide Lightning, while they've been in contests throughout this season without registering a win, they're well and truly in this game.
Well, this has been a great game. Both teams actually playing at a very high level. You might not have thought that when you looked at last versus second last, where this ball's going up and down. We're seeing just both teams hitting shots. Adelaide have just hit more.
That's right, even the shots that aren't going down, still great looks. And we could easily see a high-scoring contest once this one is all said and done. As you can see, Lucas talking to the young Maley in that huddle. Malloy trying to rally his troops from a 9-point deficit.
Boomers will be hoping to get this lead under 5. 2 minutes left in this half. If you can get it under 5, you can be fairly content going into the half. They know they've got the right shots, they just haven't all dropped.
You're on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman bringing you all the action from the Boomers home away from home, and that is the Geelong Arena. Great to see all the travelling fans in the house. Great to see all the local Geelong fans in the house. They've certainly come for a great game of WNBL action as Ellsworthy is set to take her bonus free throw to make it the first double-digit lead of the night. Unable to do so, though. And the Boomers trying to chip into this 9-point margin. Cole. Quarterback pass. Finds Kunek.
Nice find. She was in trouble there.
And again, Cole, the back door from Keane. Groundhog Day. That happened only a couple of minutes ago.
Very nice find from Keane. She's showing off some passing skills here that I don't think we've seen before.
She certainly is. Picked up her third assist of the contest. Roberts down low again. Here's Jess Bygate's time. Forces a pass. Jess Good picks it up, but is called for too long in the key. 3-second violation.
Boomers switched a couple of times on defence there. That could be the way to go to keep the team out of the paint.
Keane looking for Cole once again. Bygate straight through the legs of Kunek. Logic. Oh, Taylor Roberts just streaming down the key, wide open. No one tracking her. She misses on the first occasion, gets fouled on the second, and she'll look to add to her 15-point total.
Great work running the floor there from Taylor Roberts. Didn't give up after missing the first one. Went back up again, drew the foul.
That's right, and was certainly vocal, letting her teammate Logic know exactly where she was for the shovel pass to find her. 16 points, Taylor Roberts has been easily the key player of the first half. Maley, offensive rebound again. It's offensive rebound number 9 for the Lightning.
Maley just has nose to finding the ball.
Garrick finds Cole on the wing, looking for a back cut. Here's Keane, hand off Garrick. Loves to pull up when she puts the ball behind her back. And there's a foul called on Annalie Maley. That's her third foul.
Boomers can go 2 for 1 here if they hold the ball for a little bit. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 47 on the game clock.
They certainly can. What can they muster up here through Cole? Cunningham hasn't seen a lot of action on the offensive end yet. Garrick, long 2. Nothing but net.
Hopefully that gets her going for the second half.
She takes her total up to 7. And here's Logic with an 8-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Has Alice Kunek on her. Looking to play some isolation. Takes it straight into her. Good D by Kunek. And the Boomers will have the last opportunity of the half. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Kunek. Dribbling to the hole. Throws something up. Is fouled. And she'll have 2 shots with 3 seconds left in the first half.
This could be a great result for the Boomers if Alice can knock down both of these. It's only a 4-point deficit going into the second half.
That's exactly right. Down by as much as 9 in the opening half. If they can get these 2 before, force a stop in the final possession. Go into the rooms pretty confident that they can turn things around in the second half. Maley, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Logic. Crossover around the back from half court. It's short. That'll be it for the opening half on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. The Adelaide Lightning take a halftime lead. They lead 40 to the Boomers 36. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy your halftime break. Welcome back to the Deakin Melbourne Boomers home away from home, the Geelong Arena. Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman coming at you from Geelong. It's regional Victoria. And if you want to connect with us, hit us up on social media. The Twitter handle is @MelbourneBoomer. Or hit us up on Facebook, Melbourne Boomers WNBL. We'd love to see your comments. We've already heard from some watching from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, and even around the globe. We've got a listener from Lithuania. Thanks for checking in from around the world. If you're looking at what's to come in the WNBL of round 14 tonight, the Perth Lynx go head-to-head with the Bendigo Spirit in a top 4 clash. Sammy Whitcomb certainly in MVP form. But then tomorrow, the Adelaide Lightning back it up in Melbourne. They take on Dandenong Rangers, they're top of the table. And finally, to round out the round 14 fixture, it's the Sydney Uni Flames taking on the University of Canberra Capitals, Lilani Mitchell and Mariana Tolo, a pair of opals going head-to-head. We're at the Geelong Arena, where the Adelaide Lightning lead the Deakin Melbourne Boomers 40-36. Craig, what have you liked so far in the first half?
Yeah, Adelaide's played just about their best half of the season, I'd say. Clicking on both ends of the floor, but they're only up by 4, which is a bit of disappointment on their end. The Boomers got some looks that they just couldn't get to drop. And if those shots start dropping, it could be in trouble, Adelaide.
You haven't seen some of the stats thus far for the home side. Alice Kunek pacing on the offensive end with 11 points. She has 3 rebounds to go along with that. Olivia Thompson, 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting. She has 2 rebounds. Maddie Garrick, 7 points, 5 rebounds and a steal. For the Lightning, it's all one-way traffic. Taylor Roberts, 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting. She has 8 rebounds and a steal to go with that. She's playing a very good game against her old side, while Sammy Logic and Eva Naj has 6 points apiece. It's the Lightning by 4 points as we have just a couple of minutes of half time to go. You can see both teams warming up on screen. First the Lightning, now it's the Boomers. We predicted double-digit margins at the beginning of the game in favour of the home side. Is anything scheduled to change?
I still think the Boomers will win. I think Adelaide can't play much better than that, but the Boomers can. And it's only a 4-game margin, but double digits might be hard from here. Maybe 7 or 8 point win.
Well, I never like going away from what I initially thought, so I'll stick to my guns. I think the Boomers still will win by double digits. As you can see, just walking along the baseline there, just out of screen, Sarah Blitzarves, Geelong local, plays for the Supercats for the Seabull. She'll be taking on the Adelaide Lightning tomorrow as the Rangers host the Lightning. Just under a minute until procedures get back underway. Both teams back in to their benches.
Just highlighting Taylor Roberts' dominance. She's plus 10 from the first half, and Paletta a plus 9, so that size inside really showing there.
I think it's interesting to see that Jess Bygate getting the matchup on Roberts didn't seem to slow her down much, but Tegan Cunningham probably looking for a bigger second half. She's had a defensive role on Colleen Planetta. Hasn't had it all her way in terms of the offensive end Planetta. Those two going back a long way, and it's certainly showing. Britt Smart, Olivia Thompson, Maddie Garrick, Alice Kunek and Tegan Cunningham are your second half starters for the Deakin Melbourne Boomers. There they are on screen, huddling up, talking tactics. The Lightning a little slower to come back out.
This lineup didn't do too well. Got blitzed early, actually, in the first half. Be interesting to see how hard it is to keep that ball outside of the paint. Liv Thompson knows she's got a big job on her hands early here.
Are we going to continue to see the up and down nature of this game progress into the second half?
Hopefully. It's been fun to watch so far.
Certainly has. Both teams getting some great looks, just not executing on occasion. It's the Adelaide Lightning to kick off proceedings in the second half. Ellsworthy inbounding. 4-point lead to the Lightning. You're on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. Let's see if the Boomers can turn the tables in the second half. Hunter. Planetta. Cunningham guarding closely. Roberts pick and roll with Hunter. Hunter finds her way easily to the basket. Not the greatest of starts for the Boomers. Certainly not what Malloy's looking for. Here's Kunek. Thompson back into Kunek. Nice find, give and go. Thompson may have got away with the travel, loses the ball anyway. Hunter on the wing. Looking to spread the floor. Planeta, top of the three-point line. Loves it there. Finds Ellsworthy. Kick out to Logic. And this is where it's been a pot of gold for the Lightning. Logic and Roberts pick and roll. Roberts extending her range from the charge circle. She hits a shot from the elbow. She's up to 18.
That confidence from the early buckets might have got her going there. That's deeper than her normal shots.
Certainly has. As Smart steps out of bounds. Another cheap turnover for the Boomers. Lightning playing some great basketball. And it's continued in this second half. Obviously with that 0-15 record, fans will be thinking how long it will last for.
Just to highlight that inside dominance from the Adelaide Lightning, they've had 28 points in the paint compared to the Melbourne Boomers' 12.
Planeta picks up a loose ball, cheap rebound, 3 points as she takes it to the hole uncontested. It's a double-digit game for the first time. Third quarter, just over 8 minutes remaining. Smart. There's a push-off. It's picked up by the official. It's another empty trip for the Boomers. A quick 6-2 run forces a Guy Malloy timeout early in this third quarter. We have a live Sport Australia timeout on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live.
I think we might be seeing some early subs here. Beck Cole, I'd expect to see coming into the game after this timeout.
Certainly hasn't been Britt Smart's best 2 minutes. They've got Bygate and Keane on the bench. We haven't seen Bowen yet. She can certainly be handy at the best of times. Whereas we've seen the majority of Adelaide players step up on this occasion. It's a great night out in Geelong for the Deakin Melbourne Boomers taking on the Adelaide Lightning. WNBL round 14 action. Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman, Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. There's Dexter the Dragon. Dexter's conga line's been a big hit at the State Basketball Centre. Surely we'll be seeing that at three-quarter time at the Geelong Arena.
I am yet to see a Melbourne Boomers game that does not involve the conga line, so I'd be very surprised if we don't see it in action.
If you haven't heard of the self-proclaimed world-famous Dexter's conga line, stay tuned for three-quarter time. The Boomers do a fabulous job on court with some of the younger fans as he takes a sit. Dexter the Dragon, of course. And the important players come back on as Logic gets proceedings back underway. Garrick just may have slipped on Cunningham there. Logic short. This is where the Boomers need to get out and run, find some easy points, get a run together, put some doubt into the Adelaide Lightning. Cunningham deep. Smart finds Garrick, wanted to shoot. Great D by Logic. Out to Thompson, short corner jumper, just long.
Boomers have gone back to running their offense rather than the simple pick and rolls that were working later in that first half and eating up a lot of the clock and forcing shots that maybe they're not most comfortable to take.
Well, I think Thompson setting a pick on the offensive end. When she rolls, she finds herself wide open in the paint. Just keep rolling with that.
As dominant as
no pun intended.
As dominant as Taylor Roberts has been, pick and roll defense probably isn't her strength. You get her in the pick and roll and let a guard attack her and Liv roll hard to the basket, and Adelaide find it really hard to defend.
Couple of empty trips back and forth. Roberts finds herself where she likes it in the low block. Pick with Hunter. Planeta finds Roberts in that low block. Double teamed. Much better defense on that occasion. Britt Smart finds Garrick in transition. No good. Thompson, offensive rebound, earns herself a trip to the line, but the Boomers are going to find their way back. They're bunnies.
That's a shot Maddie Garrick hits probably 99% of the time and just rolls out there.
Kalisha Keane finds her way back into the ball game. Tegan Cunningham takes a break.
Cunningham's only shot the ball once, but she's still been a positive contributor. Done a really, really good job on Planetta, who's only shot 2 of 9 from the field.
Certainly has. Those many, many years of scouting is certainly paying dividends in the WNBL. Thompson makes this an 8-point game. And I tell you what, they were slow to find Roberts on the offensive end again. Thompson had to track back very quickly. They were lucky to get away with that. Hunter to Roberts. Much better defense there by Keane. Forces a second turnover on Taylor Roberts.
That's twice now the Boomers have doubled with their hands up and covered off that pass, and Roberts really's had nowhere to go.
Keane and Thompson the screens. Kunek straight to the hole and one. That's much better for the Boomers.
Kunek just turned the corner hard, didn't let the defender catch up. Nice one-handed scoop layup, keeping the ball away from the D.
That's the third foul on Taylor Roberts. And that could become interesting, very interesting, in fact, as this game progresses. Forces a timeout through Chris Lucas. Just wants to talk it over. Nothing too phased, but 10 points now down to 6. As we have 6 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Geelong crowd bringing the noise in this timeout.
Boomers doing a good job of not letting this get out of hand. They haven't played great, but if they can keep it between around 5 and 6 points, once they do start clicking, they could bring this game back.
That's exactly right. You mentioned Colleen Planetta's shooting struggles. Logic 3 of 7, Planetta 2 of 9, Hunter 1 of 3. Ellsworthy's not too bad at 4 and 7. But it's Taylor Roberts certainly pacing this team, doing a bulk of the work. 8 from 11 from the field. She's picked up her double-double too. She's got 18 points and 11 rebounds.
And I'd say almost on all those misses, she's probably grabbed her own rebound.
You're probably not wrong either. There's certainly been a couple of times where she's had 2 goes at it, 2 bites at the cherry. Alice Kunek into double figures with 11. Thompson also into double figures with 10. The Boomers shooting 37% as a team. The Lightning 10% better at 47. And that's the difference right now. Alice Kunek returns from the timeout for her and one opportunity. Connects. Planetta, Logic. Lightning working around Hunter. Should find the ball, no. There's a nice cut too, and that's sloppy. Came off a Boomer's hand though. Lightning will retain possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Keane got beaten on that screen, but she worked hard, managed to tip that ball out of bounds while being out of position.
Nice split by Logic to find Ellsworthy, but she stepped on the sideline. And I'll tell you what, this near touchline must be half a metre closer than it usually is at the State Basketball Centre or any other court, because that's been 4 or 5 times either side have put their foot on this near touchline. Thompson, the pick and roll. There she is, wide open in the key. Can't find her. Keane for 3 though. To the left. Thompson working ever so hard on the offensive rebounds and rewarded with 2 points. 3-point ball game.
Liv Thompson with one of her best games of the season here. That takes her up to 12 points. She's also grabbed 4 rebounds.
Ellsworthy takes it hard. Picks up a call from Britt Smart. She'll go to the line for 2. Halfway through this third quarter, as Eva Naj checks back in for Jordan Hunter. Lightning been very good getting inside the keyway. Haven't had to rely at all on their three-point shot, just 2 of 8 from downtown. Ellsworthy makes it a 5-point ball game. A little bit of pressure here by the Lightning in the half court. There's a call off the ball. It's a holding foul on Jess Good. Boomers will retain possession. We spoke about those offensive rebounds that proved so good to the Lightning in the first half. 13 second chance points. And of course, it's just a 5-point ball game. Some real keys to the game. As Kunek, no good from the top of the 3. Planeta pulls one down. Outlets to Logic. Nice bounce pass to Ellsworthy. The runner, it's short. Just copped a little bit of contact. Might have been blocked though. Britt Smart down the other way. Now the pace is picking up. Keane inside, back out to Smart. Tries to find Keane, short corner. Yes. Back to a 3-point ball game. That's exactly what the Boomers want to see. Just a nice 2-man action. Naj nearly steps on the sideline. Planeta pops. And for the first time, she's probably glad she doesn't have Cunningham just draped all over her. Garrick nearly picks that one off, tips it out of bounds. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lightning here.
That was great awareness from Garrick because that was actually not her player, but she saw the screen getting set and she covered it well.
Ellsworthy checking out of the ball game. Jordan Hunter back in after a short break. Logic, nice bounce pass to Planeta. And that's one of the easiest points of the contest. Kunek. She's been solid all night. Keane looking for a guard. Finds it, and Smart. Tough shot. Gets bailed out though. With a foul on Jess Good. That's her second foul.
Once again, just goes back to the simple offense that gets the ball inside. Dribble handoff and Britt turns the corner.
Not a great look from Smart there. Not a smart look, one would say.
You'd have to see more logic in point guard position.
Just rattling, trying to rattle off as many puns as we can, get them out the way. As Britt Smart pulls the margin back to that 3-point gap that they can't seem to get past. Traps coming from the Boomers. Adelaide break that pretty easily. Logic, oh, Planeta.
Incredibly smart play from Logic there.
It's the second bounce pass in a row, straight to Planeta, who's wide open for an easy deuce. Cunningham ready to check back into the ball game. Thompson finds a back cutting. Keane, no good. May have been a slight push on Keane's jumper, but the foul's been called against the Boomers going the other way. We spoke about hitting us up on social media at Melbourne Boomer on Twitter, at Melbourne Boomers WNBL on Facebook. We've had one of our South Australian friends check in and say Eva Naj is actually pronounced Nodge, even Nodge. We apologise. We'll certainly intend to get that one right as the game progresses. Here's Garrick, splits the double, but loses the handle. A jump ball being called. Just good, great energy there. The Boomers will retain possession with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Once again, thank you for all your comments out there on social media. At Melbourne Boomer on Twitter. Love to see the interaction with both young fans and old. Melbourne Boomers WNBL on Facebook. As Keane, she's been doing it quite well from mid-range. Not on that occasion though, as Hunter goes all the way into the paint but decides to reset. Good. Logic finds Nodge. Not on this occasion. Planeta too strong on the inside. Forces a foul. And Adelaide will have another second chance. Sammy Logic playing a nice game thus far. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists and a steal. There she was, cutting into the key. It wasn't given the pass. Planeta to Good. Nice up and under. Nearly banked it in. Cunningham, tough rebound. And the Boomers still trying to eat into this 5-point deficit. And there's a foul. Offensive foul being called on Tegan Cunningham. Just under 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Planeta, short corner, no good. The Lightning will retain possession though. Logic checking out of the ball game. There's an and one opportunity, Colleen Planeta. And it's all going Adelaide's way. The closing stages of this third quarter. Reopening a 7-point ball game. Liv Thompson checks in for Tegan Cunningham. Planeta converts on the 3-point play. That's an 8-point ball game. Adelaide with their tails up right now. Monique Conti checking in. Finds Keane. Blocked by Planeta. Hustle from Thompson. Couldn't get it to go. Keane bumping around with Planeta. And Adelaide come up with a stop yet again.
Might have been better for that ball just to be pulled out there.
Here's Hunter. Has Kunek defending. Pick from Good. Ellsworthy in the corner. That's long. Another offensive opportunity. Nodge.
Big possession here. Could push the lead to double digits.
Nice curl cut from Nodge. Couldn't find the shot from the elbow though. Hunter from long range. Just long. Under a minute now in the third term. Nice pass from Conti. Cross court to Cole. Cross court again to Thompson. Couldn't get a handle on it. But the Boomers will have the ball from the baseline. Conti to inbound. Nice find to Cole, who is fouled. She'll have a couple of trips to the line to eat into this margin yet again. We kind of expect the Boomers to sort of wash this margin away, but it's not happening anytime soon.
Conti's had a couple of nice plays in the last few minutes. Not stuff that'll stand out, but a couple of nice reads. Showing wisdom beyond her age.
She certainly is, as Cole hits the first. Makes the pair. We have a 6-point game. Full court pressure, trying to create some turnovers, but Ellsworthy enters the paint. Nodge back out to Hunter. Pick from Planeta. Another pick from Good. Nice drive by Good, and that goes in as well. Great drive from Jess Good.
Great finish off the glass there. Just pushed through the power and was able to stay strong and stay still. Didn't really lose her form.
Tough finish, changed hands from left to right. As you said, finished off the glass. That foul was on Kunek. Free throw a little long though. One possession remaining in this third term. The Adelaide Lightning 59, the Deakin Melbourne Boomers 49 as Conti has ball in hand. Kunek, as you can see, 10 on the game clock. Into Thompson, doubled. Nice touch from Keane, is blocked, and there's a foul. Planeta is gobsmacked.
Thought that was a definite turnover from Thompson there, but Keane just had a nice little tap, get it over the defender's hand, and was able to grab and go up with it.
Just that extra little bit of length helped Keane on that occasion. Bought a call too. 2.1 seconds left in this third stanza. Keane makes the first. Too long on the second, and that will be it for the third quarter. And as the Adelaide Lightning extending their lead from the halftime break, it's the Lightning 57 lead, the Deakin Melbourne Boomers 50. You're on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. We have a 7-point ball game on our hands, Craig. Is it too much for the Boomers to come back within 10 minutes?
It's not too much, but they definitely have to change up some things. And they've only got, they've allowed way too many second-hand change points, but to counter that, they do need to get out on the break. That's really where both teams are getting their bread and butter, but the Boomers only have 4 fast break points.
Well, I'll tell you what, we spoke about free-flowing game in the first half. It's really stagnant in that third quarter for the Boomers. They only put up 14 points for the quarter, and out of those 14 points, it all came from that free-flowing basketball. Nice finds under the rim, kicking it back out, finding some good looks, and when they went to sets, it all sort of fell apart.
It seemed like they were just playing better when they played with instinct, really. Simple pick and rolls, handoffs, get into the paint and find the open man.
As we mentioned throughout the third quarter, if you haven't seen Dexter's conga line, certainly hasn't been one of the longest we've seen at State Basketball Centre, but the kids are having a fantastic time nonetheless. And we thank them for coming out to the Geelong Arena. The Deakin Melbourne Boomers home away from home this WNBL season.
To put the size of that conga line in perspective, last year against the Dandenong Rangers in the Australia Day Eve game, there were still kids entering the arena when the conga line actually exited the court. So that's how big it can be when you sell out the State Basketball Centre.
You spoke about the Australia Day Eve game. That is January 25. We're looking forward to that. Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live will be back in action. Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman, when the Deakin Melbourne Boomers take on the Dandenong Rangers in the Michelle Timms Cup.
I believe last year that was the biggest WNBL crowd of all time, and they're hoping to top it this season and sell out the State Basketball Centre.
They certainly are. State Basketball Centre, a great venue for Deakin Melbourne Boomers action. We hope to see your face out and about on January 25 when the Boomers take on the Dandenong Rangers. But it's three-quarter time here at the Geelong Arena. There's 10 minutes left to play. The Adelaide Lightning with a 7-point lead, 57 to the Boomers 50. The Lightning will get us back underway as well as they look to extend their lead and possibly register their first win for season 2016-2017. Hunter got the feed from Roberts. She didn't play too much in this third quarter. Logic for 3. It's good. Back to double digits. Garrick. She's been quiet since half time. Here's Keane. Handoff to Garrick. In and out once again. Hasn't been her night for Maddie Garrick. Roberts pulling down her 12th rebound.
Garrick's now had 4 shots that have basically rimmed in and out. Done everything that gone down the hole.
Keane tried to overplay, picked the steal. Wasn't to be. Planeta, easy 2.
Nearly getting out of hand here.
She takes her total up to 13. As Garrick's trapped. Gets it out to Smart. 12-point ball game, largest of the contest. As Keane, ball in hand. Handoff to Smart. Curls. Gets blocked. Picks up her own shot though. Shot clock expires. And it is a shot clock violation. It's not happening here for the Boomers. There's a timeout to Guy Malloy. As I mentioned, 12-point ball game, largest of the contest. As we have a Live Sport Australia timeout on our hands. Colleen Planeta, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 6 block shots. She's doing it on both ends. Taylor Roberts, 18 points, 12 rebounds. She's been a catalyst for the visitors. 34% shooting as a team for the Boomers. Kunek, 14 points, pacing them. 6 rebounds to go with that. Liv Thompson, 12 points, 7 rebounds, one of her better games of the season. You would have just seen Deakin Melbourne Boomers General Manager Justin Nelson talking with the local fans down at Geelong, courtside. It's a great seat to have courtside at the WNBL. It's on offer week in, week out at Deakin Melbourne Boomers home games.
I believe Justin Nelson just gave away a Groove Train voucher for Knox. So if that is a local, they're going to be driving a long way for Groove Train.
Certainly a nice place to eat though, so well worth it. You've always got time to drive up to Knox Groove Train, let me tell you. There's Logic. For 3. Smart the rebound. Garrick. That's a long 2 though. Foot on the line. We're back to a 10-point ball game. Here's Hunter. Finds Logic in the corner. Hunter, Roberts inside. Kicks out. Nodge. She had 2 of them in the first half. Can't do the same down the right-hand side of screen. Cole, nice bounce pass to Thompson. Another bunny miss for the Boomers. It's not going well tonight. Planeta a rebound, but turns it over. Keane from the elbow. Surely. Yes. Back under double digits for the Boomers. Nodge inside to Roberts. Too easy. 2 more. Takes her total up to 20. Here's Smart. What can they conjure up in this offense? Smart sells that very well.
I believe both defenders were straight up there, and Smart may have just fallen backwards a little zealously.
Planeta picks up her 3rd foul. Garrick, can she find the bottom of the net? She has Keane, but turns it over. Roberts, Logic, Nodge, tips it out of bounds.
Boomers get away with one there.
Just too hard of a pass. Chris Lucas asking just to settle it down, use some clock. Smart waits for the screen from Keane, splits the double. Nice runner, no good. Planeta cleaning up the glass again, tipped away from Smart. A very good defensive player. Gets her own rebound. And the Boomers start again. 10 on the shot clock. Cole waits for Keane. Gets the mismatch. Step back on Roberts. Yes. Nice play from Rebecca Cole.
Once again, the pick and roll helping the Boomers out.
Hunter. Wayward pass. Too much for Planeta. It's another cheap turnover for the Lightning.
This could be their run here. They seem to have gone away from their general offense. They're going back to a lot of handoffs, a lot of pick and rolls, and it's working well for them again.
Here's Keane setting the screen again for Smart. Thompson for Garrick.
With the 2 point guards and Garrick on the floor, and Keane setting some great screens, it seems like the way to go as Keane knocks down the outside jumper.
Long two, that was called. Just a toe on the line. We're back to 6 points here, the Boomers, with a nice run. Another cheap turnover. Planeta can't find Hunter as Cole goes all the way. 4 point ball game, forces a timeout through Chris Lucas. And this game is well and truly back on with 5 3/4 minutes left in this final quarter.
Whatever Guy Malloy said a couple of minutes ago in that last timeout must have worked, because the Boomers have come flying home here. This is the best 2-minute span they've played, and it's really the defense triggering the offense.
Certainly is a bit of both from the Boomers. Their hustle on the defensive end, a couple of wayward passes from the Adelaide Lightning. They know it's an important night to get their first win, and they're certainly going to be worrying about their final 5 minutes. Here's Guy Malloy just drawing up a couple of things on the offensive end. It's a great insight there into Guy Malloy's huddle for the Boomers. There's Chris Lucas just trying to compose his young Lightning team and take them to their first victory of the season.
We've seen Keane set some really good screens and pop out for open jumpers. Could see some more of that. Both the point guards are doing a good job of finding Keane when she's popping out, because Adelaide are trapping that pick and roll and leaving the big man open.
As you mentioned, certainly a very positive 3-guard lineup with Smart, Garrick and Cole. Keane certainly complementing that. Lots of pressure applied by Britt Smart on the inbound from Ellsworthy. Ellsworthy loses it. Another sloppy turnover. Thompson picks this one up. And Cole into Thompson, looking for a teammate. Garrick wide open for 3. That's going down. 1 point ball game.
Once again, we see the defense trigger the offense. Nice work from Liv Thompson getting the steal near half court, pushing the ball herself, and Liv's playing probably her best game of the season here.
A 2-3 zone applied by the Boomers as Logic hits the 3.
It'll be interesting to see if Guy Malloy goes back to Alice Kunak as captain. This lineup working very well.
Here's Keane setting a pick. Smart deciding against it. Picks up a foul on Hunter though. It's been great to see this fourth quarter. Just 2 fouls from either side. This fourth quarter, the referee is certainly letting them play. It's been good viewing on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live. Glad you're with us. It's a 4-point ball game in favour of the Adelaide Lightning. Keane setting the screen for Smart again. Gets the mismatch. Garrick. She hit one a moment ago. Kicks out to Smart. Hunter picks the right way. Tough shot, no good. Long rebound to Planeta. Two-three zone, back in action. Logic in the corner. Planeta, that length. Long 2. 6-point ball game. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Keane once again showing. Smart into the paint. Hand off to Keane. Nice show, nice up and under. Can't get the bucket to go though.
That's twice the Lightning have switched the pick and roll, and might have liked to see Maddie Garrick just go 1-on-1 against Taylor Roberts there.
That was Colin Planeta's bread and butter from the kick out at 3, but she's earned herself a layup and she's just fumbled the ball out of bounds.
Huge let off for the Boomers there. That should have been 2 points and back the other way.
And here's Malloy making changes. Cunningham and Kunek back into the lineup. Smart and Thompson to the bench. Can Cunningham and Kunek's energy be the difference? Garrick, Kunek, pick from Cunningham. There's the duo. A lot of dribbling. Kunek finds Keane. Long 2. No good.
Another shot in and out.
It's been the story of the night for the home side. Lots of shots that look like dropping. Good shots too. Roberts, high post. Logic, corner 3. Finds Planeta in the same position. Long 2 though. Off the backboard, that wasn't a good shot. Garrick finds her captain. Just under 3 minutes now left in this ball game. Still a 6-point advantage to the visiting Lightning, looking for their first win of the season. Garrick makes that a 4-point game though. Nice pull-up jump shot.
Boomers have run the exact same offensive set, probably about 6 times down the floor. Pick and roll on the left side with a swing to the right and then another pick and roll.
Garrick forces a turnover from Logic there. Kunek looking to take the mismatch on Hunter. I'll tell you what, if I was the Boomers, I'd be looking at Garrick right now in the 4th quarter. She's hit a couple of good shots. She finds herself in the corner. On the weak side though, Cole with 6 left on the shot clock. Has to go, pull up. Just long.
Would have liked to see Tegan Cunningham show some confidence and shoot that ball there.
Mismatch, Roberts down low on Cole. Can they find her? They're looking. They find Planeta instead. Roberts tippy-toes her way into the paint. No go, gets a rebound. And I said it before, story of the night though. In and out for the Boomers. And it's Taylor Roberts finding position in the charge zone. Picking up offensive rebounds, putting them back in. And she is having herself a game. Kunek, long 2, no. Under 2 minutes remaining now. The Lightning looking for their first win of the season. Logic kicks back out to Hunter. Poor pass. And the Boomers can capitalise here. They have to find a way to quickly eat into this 6-point margin. Who's going to step up? Here's Cunningham. Cunningham, there it is, the short corner jumper. Confidence is lifted.
Great to see Tegan just go straight up with that shot there, didn't think twice.
60 seconds left in this game. It's a 4-point ball game. Planeta into Roberts. Planeta weaving away on the baseline. May have gotten away with the travel. It's been picked up. The travel has been called. It's a Boomers ball, and Guy Malloy wants to talk it over. 49.7 seconds left. Adelaide Lightning 71. The Deakin Melbourne Boomers 67. Boomers fans up off their chairs in the final minute at the Geelong Arena. Who do we look for in this next possession, Craig?
You'd hope to see the Boomers get the ball in Maddie Garrick's hands here, coming off the screen. She's had it going this 4th quarter more than anyone else. And
she's up to 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals, Maddie Garrick. She didn't have it going early.
Tough decision from Malloy just before this. He came back in with his star. Kunek brought Cunningham back in. That might have shifted the momentum a little bit in the game. That lineup the Boomers had in brought the lead back from double digits down to 4.
Was certainly working a treat, that lineup. Obviously Smart checking out of the ball game at that time, the defensive presence. Be interesting to see which lineup both sides come out of this timeout with. Kalisha Keane, a little bit underrated tonight. She's been moving around the offensive end quite well, setting some good screens, popping out, finding some nice mid-range jumpers.
Wouldn't mind just seeing the floor spread and the Garrick, Keane pick and roll here. Keane popping out to the three-point line. Garrick trying to get all the way to the hoop.
It's Smart, Cole, Garrick, Thompson and Keane.
Guy Malloy goes back to that lineup that had the huge momentum shifting run.
Planeta, Logic, Ellsworthy, Hunter and Good are the 5 for the Lightning. Here's Smart. Nearly loses possession. Keane puts it up. It's a forced shot. Logic to compose the Lightning. Lucas is asking just a bit of composure. Spread the floor. 30 seconds remain. 13 on the shot clock. Double team from Smart. Planeta. Good. Tries to make the extra pass. Into Planeta. Left-hand hook. No good. Maybe over the back. But it's an extra possession to the Lightning. They need to foul. It's a foot violation though. Doesn't help proceedings for the Boomers because the Lightning keep the ball. The Boomers also have 0 team fouls in this final quarter. That will hurt. Hunter into Ellsworthy. No one near her. Same as Logic, no one near her. And they choose not to foul. That will be the ball game. The Adelaide Lightning have registered their first win of the 2016-2017 WNBL season. And they love it. You can see it in the middle of the court. They are huddled, they are happy.
Great to see how happy they are. They've worked hard all season, and you know they obviously do a lot of work behind doors that no one really sees, but this is a long time coming and they're loving it.
It certainly has been. They've been very competitive over the course of the season. Some close losses, and this is well deserved for a season of struggles. They've played well, game in, game out, and you can see how excited they are about registering that first win of the year. For the Boomers, they chalk up their 12th loss of the season at 4-12. As we look to some stats, Taylor Roberts, double-double, 22 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals. Colleen Planeta had herself another good game, 15 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 blocks.
Planeta quiet most of that first half when Tegan Cunningham was doing a great job on her, and Cunningham went off in the middle of the third quarter and Planeta actually got going in that time, and that was a bit of a momentum shifting moment in the game.
Certainly did. The Boomers had their chances. They made their run in that fourth quarter.
Set from Ellsworthy, but then couldn't
They
get the ball.
Cole working hard, time and time
There's
again.
a layup
Like they were going
opportunity.
to come
Gets a pass off
and
tries
run
to
over
go
the
to
top.
the floor. That turnaround jump shot is long.
Alice
Roberts
Kunek and
again.
Maddie Garrick
Finds Roberts.
tie a
Corner's
team high,
wide
14
open.
points.
That's
Maddie
Naj
Garrick
for
registered
3.
7 rebounds,
Yes.
2 assists and
Clock
2
here.
steals. Alice Kunek 14 points,
Logic
6 rebounds.
for 3.
Rebecca Cole off the bench, 12
Shot
points
there,
and
wide open,
3
Maddie Garrick
assists
in the corner.
to go with 2
Ellsworthy, now
steals.
it's Naj's turn.
As you
from
can
the
see, some
corner.
highlights.
She connects. Smart and Thompson
From
wide open.
tonight's
The key
game.
was Thompson couldn't find her. Kunek, the swing pass.
On screen now,
Nice
the pick and
find,
roll
she was in trouble
replay.
there.
Thanks to
Again, Cole, the
pickandroll.com.au.
back door from Keane. Cunningham guarding closely.
Really,
Roberts
if you're
pick and
looking
roll
at
with
this game
Hunter. Hunter
before
finds her
tip-off,
way
and
easily
mentioned
to
it
Keane and Thompson. The
pre-game,
screens.
if there was one way the Lightning
straight
were
to
gonna
the
get
hole
this win, it
and
would be
one.
inside,
That's no.
Taylor Roberts just took
To the
control of
left,
the game
Thompson
early
working ever so hard on the
Boomers
offensive
never really got
rebounds
back.
and rewarded.
That's
Keane
right,
inside.
Taylor Roberts
Back
showed
out
her
Smart.
dominance in the
Tries to
first
find
half.
Keane,
Colleen
short
Planeta
corner. Yes.
finished the job while Roberts chipped in here and there in the second half.
Logic.
Those two
Planeta.
combined, 37
Incredibly
points,
smart
28 rebounds, 7 blocks. And they were the momentum shifters. And boy, don't they love it. It's been a great night at the Geelong Arena. Thank you for joining us. It hasn't been the best result, with the final score, Adelaide Lightning 71, the Deakin Melbourne Boomers 67. Thanks to Live Sport Australia. Thanks to the Geelong Supercats for playing host to the Boomers home away from home. We'll like to see you next time on Deakin Melbourne Boomers Live.